Welcome to our deep dive into Atlantic Canada, where we're putting two of the region's most iconic cities head-to-head, Halifax, Nova Scotia, and St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. For centuries, these coastal rivals have shaped the East Coast's destiny, each with its own distinct character and path. But which city truly offers a better model for modern East Coast living? From economic stability and cost of living to their strategic importance on the world stage, we'll analyze every angle. Let's begin our comparison. First, let's explore the economic foundations that define each city. Halifax stands as the undisputed regional hub of Atlantic Canada. Its economy is a diversified powerhouse, anchored by the national defence sector, home to Canada's Atlantic Naval Fleet. This provides a stable base of employment and investment. Beyond defence, Halifax has cultivated a thriving tech and innovation sector, attracting startups and established firms alike, earning it the nickname Silicon Coast. Its large, modern port solidifies its role as a critical gateway for international trade, connecting Canada to global markets. This diverse economic mix has historically provided Halifax with greater resilience against market fluctuations compared to more resource-dependent economies. St. John's, in contrast, has an economy deeply intertwined with the natural resources of the North Atlantic. For decades, the offshore oil and gas industry has been the primary economic driver, fueling growth and high wages. The fishery, while facing modern challenges, remains a cornerstone of its cultural and economic identity. As the capital city of Newfoundland and Labrador, a significant portion of its workforce is also employed in the public sector, providing a layer of stability. However, this heavy reliance on the energy sector makes its economy more susceptible to the booms and busts of global commodity prices, a reality the city has navigated throughout its history. How does a city's reliance on natural resources impact its long-term stability? Now, let's examine a critical factor for anyone considering a move: the cost of living. In our 2026 forecast, Halifax presents a higher cost barrier, particularly in housing. The city's growing popularity and strong interprovincial migration have driven up real estate prices significantly. A typical single-family home in Halifax commands a premium over its counterpart in St. John's, and rental markets follow a similar trend, with vacancy rates often tight and prices high. Daily expenses, from groceries to transportation, also tend to be slightly higher in Halifax, reflecting its status as a larger urban center. St. John's, on the other hand, offers a clear advantage in affordability. Housing prices, both for purchasing and renting, are substantially lower, providing a more accessible entry point into the property market. While salaries in certain sectors may not reach the peak seen in Halifax, the lower cost of living means a household income can often stretch further. Daily expenses are generally more moderate, allowing for greater disposable income. This affordability has become a key selling point for St. John's, attracting individuals and families looking for a high quality of life without the financial pressures of larger Canadian cities. What could happen if the affordability gap between the East Coast and Central Canada continues to close? Next, we'll analyze the strategic and diplomatic roles each city plays. Halifax's position is defined by its military significance. As the home of the Royal Canadian Navy's Atlantic Fleet and CFB Halifax, it is a critical pillar of Canada's national defence and its commitment to NATO. The city's deep, ice-free harbour is not just a military asset but also a major commercial port, making it a vital nexus for international trade and logistics. Halifax regularly hosts international delegations and security forums, solidifying its reputation as a key player in transatlantic diplomacy and a strategic gateway connecting North America to Europe. St. John's holds a different, yet equally vital, strategic position. Its location as the easternmost point in North America makes it a crucial logistical hub for transatlantic shipping and aviation. The city is a world leader in ocean technology and research, home to specialized institutes studying harsh marine environments. This expertise positions St. John's at the forefront of understanding and managing the North Atlantic ecosystem. Its proximity to offshore resources and international waters also gives it a unique role in Arctic sovereignty discussions and the management of transatlantic fisheries, making it a key center for ocean-related policy and science. If you're finding this analysis helpful, consider continuing with us as we dive into the final comparison. Finally, let's look to the future. What might the coming decades hold for these two cities? For Halifax, the forecast is one of continued growth. The city is expected to further solidify its position as a tech and innovation hub, attracting more talent and investment. However, this growth presents challenges. Managing urban sprawl, investing in public transit, and ensuring housing remains attainable will be critical policy tests. Climate change also poses a direct threat, with rising sea levels requiring significant investment in coastal infrastructure to protect its downtown core and historic waterfront. St. John's faces a future of transition. The global shift away from fossil fuels presents a fundamental challenge to its oil-dependent economy. The city's success will hinge on its ability to pivot towards the blue economy, leveraging its expertise in ocean science for sustainable industries like aquaculture, marine renewable energy, and ecotourism. Climate change could also bring unpredictable changes to fisheries and more extreme weather events. The city's resilience will be tested by its capacity to innovate and diversify its economic base beyond traditional resources. Will St. John's successfully navigate the energy transition, or will it face a period of economic uncertainty? The path it chooses will define its future. So, Halifax versus St. John's. Our journey has taken us through their economic foundations, living costs, strategic importance, and future outlooks. Halifax emerges as the larger, more diversified regional hub, offering more robust economic opportunities but at a significantly higher cost of living. It is a city on a path of steady growth, grappling with the pressures of becoming a major Canadian urban centre. St. John's offers unparalleled affordability and a unique connection to the raw power of the North Atlantic. It is a city at a crossroads, facing the critical challenge of transitioning its resource-based economy towards a sustainable future. There is no single winner. The better choice depends entirely on individual priorities, the dynamic growth of a regional hub, or the affordable charm of a city deeply connected to the sea. Thank you for joining us on this comparison of two of Canada's great East Coast cities. Follow for more deep dives into the places that shape our world.